This is a First Warn Tri-City Severe Weather Alert. Here is Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle.
Okay, hopefully we have sound now. We should. If you'll let me know in the comments if we have sound. Let me know if we are back. We should be good. Okay, perfect. We're back. I'm sorry about that. I thought I hit the unmute button and I did not hit the unmute button here. So again, severe thunderstorm warning in effect now. Let's just repeat everything I said. Until 11:15, this is for a good part of southern Scott County, western part of Sullivan County, including Kingsport, northern Hawkins County, far northeast Hancock, and far eastern Lee. But this is really pushed out of Lee County into Scott County, pushing out of Hancock County into Hawkins County. And this will eventually head toward Kingsport as we get to the end of the warning. Let's go off the chroma key wall real quick. And I just want to make sure that we're getting everything here. I'm going to do a storm track for you as well. Also, I believe we have a viewer picture coming in, so I also want to take a look at that. So let's go ahead and storm track this out. The National Weather Service says this storm is moving at 30 miles an hour off to the east. So this is becoming a little more messy. I'm afraid they might have jumped the gun on this warning here, but all right, here we go. So Duffield, this is about to impact you. Clinchport, 1048. Church Hill, 1049. Mount Carmel, 1102. Gate City, 1106. Weber City, 1109. Kingsport, 1112. Sullivan Gardens, 1113. Bloomingdale, 1118. Colonial Heights, 1121. Spurgeon, 1128. Blumpville, 1138. That's where this severe thunderstorm is moving towards right now. Over the next hour, that's where this severe storm will be heading and could have some strong gusty winds with it. Likely, potentially 30 to 50 isolated gusts could go as much as 40 miles an hour. And a new radar scan sweeping across. It looks like we might have an enhanced area of wind in Scott County right through here. From Duffield to Clinchport down in just the Tennessee Virginia state line right there. That's where we're looking at an increased wind threat here. It's kind of pushing east-southeast, so we'll push kind of toward Gate City, Kingsport, Mount Carmel, Bloomingdale, again, Clinchport, Duffield, this right on top of you. This is for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts is what this warning is for. See if it'll check me to just the alerts. Yes, so this is just the warning polygon. I will zoom out so we can get the whole polygon in here. So Kingsport, Churchill, Burgoynesville, just now the storms are just east of Stickleyville. Gate City is in this. The warning just to Hilton's, Clinchport, Duffield, against Stickleyville, all these areas in this severe thunderstorm warning at this current time. And then again, when we go to our velocity imagery, you're seeing this is the area where we have some of that enhanced wind here. And again, this is what our reflectivity looks like. Do want to know, we do have a strong thunderstorm south of Sneedville toward Treadway, heading toward Rogersville, but this is not severe, but it could have 30 to 50 mile an hour wind gust within it. So we're watching it very closely as it continues to push through as well. But what I'm noticing up here where they have the severe warning, where I'm noticing the enhanced area of wind, that's where we have the most lightning within this storm. We have a little bit of a bowing structure as well in here. So that's why the Weather Service in Morristown has opted for a severe thunderstorm warning for this cell as it pushes off to the east. So again, looking at our velocity imagery, just taking a look here at multiple different sources. And again, this is heading off to the east-southeast. So if you are in this area, we want you to be indoors and away from windows. We have a VDOT camera in Gate City we will be able to take a look at when it gets closer to there. I don't think we have any in between Gate City and Duffield. And I know we don't have anything in northern Hawkins County. So when this gets to Gate City, we will see if we can pull that camera up when it gets close there to the Gate City, Weber City area. Are these heading toward Bristol? They are slowly advancing off to the east, so Bristol could be impacted. But again, the severe threat still looking quite low here. This is just kind of a short-term thing for the storms that have pulsed up for a few minutes. And hopefully they'll be pulsing back down. That's kind of the hope. You noticed here I'm back in time. You can see the time right above my head. You notice we wasn't having those bright colors, and over the past few minutes we started getting the brighter colors, and that's when the Weather Service went with that severe thunderstorm warning here. And that is what we're seeing. So the brighter. I'm not seeing any rotation. There's a little bit up here to between Duffield and Clinchport of some fields it looks like, but that's elongated and looks more like straight line winds to me. So I don't think that there is any rotation within this, but I'm definitely watching that very closely there. We did just get a new strong thunderstorm alert. The blue boxes are special weather statements. Those are strong thunderstorms, non-severe, and this is for western Greene County, west of I-81 for some 30, 40 mile an hour wind gusts in this part of the line from Sneedville, Treadway, down to Rutledge, also moving to the east. But the main part that is severe is pushing toward Clinchport, Burgoynesville, Churchill, Kingsport, Bloomingdale, Gate City, Hilton's, and now is east of Stickleyville, pushing through Duffield as well right now. We're reporting heavy rain, lots of lightning, lots of thunder. Let's go back to our velocity imagery, and that's where we're seeing the brighter colors. That's where your stronger winds are within the storm. Let me take me off the wall real quick just so I can look at another radar source as well. Yes, Persia, it looks like will be missed by the severe part of the storm at least. Yeah, this is mainly a straight line wind threat, and again, some 30 to 50 mile an hour winds could be possible. While we are on this, maybe an isolated 60 mile an hour gust, I am going to go ahead and get our Gate City camera ready to go in a double box real quick. Let me, for some reason it is not wanting to work. Actually, it might work when I get it out of this mode. Greenville area, not under any strong thunderstorm alert right now. For those asking about could this produce a tornado, it likely will not. Let's see here. Let me get this out. But I'm trying to get this Gate City camera working, folks, but the cameras are not wanting to work. So we're just going to go back and take me.
This is a First Warn Tri.
Okay, turn that off. Here we go. So I know we're not looking at any tornado threat here. Kingsport, again, these storms are moving your direction. Could have a little bit of severe weather with them. Could have some 40 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts as these storms push through the Kingsport area right now. But they are moving that direction toward you right now. They are from just south of Clinchport down to Surgoinsville. And again, pushing kind of east-southeast. So Kingsport, Colonial Heights will kind of be next up. Saltville, these are nowhere near you. These are way off to the west right now. And then as I zoom out here real quick, in the blue boxes here, these are parts of the storm that are non-severe. They are strong, could have some 30 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts as this pushes into western Greene County, far western Greene County in these special weather statements. The Greenville area is not. Any of eastern Greene County is not. Kingsport will be to you around between 11 and 11:15. We'll do an updated storm track in just a moment. On this storm, I'm trying to see if we can get an updated look at our velocity. Again, just watching the loop because I'm watching the area where we have the opposing wind fields near Duffield, not rotation. Just looks like an area convergence there where we're seeing it elongated. That's just more of a straight line wind signature, I think. And we're getting that new velocity scan right now. So, and yeah, there it pushes through. And that is just some straight line winds right in here. This is probably where your strongest winds are going to be. This is the between Clinchport and Midway. It's kind of pushing east-southeast, so these will push into the Kingsport, Gate City area. So if you're in that area, you definitely want to start making sure you are inside here. And again, I am going to try to see if I can get this camera for Gate City working while I leave you all with the radar. So we are looking for the Gate City camera. There's actually a few of them now. Looks like none of the streams are available on the site we normally use to get those. On those over there. So I will check and see if we have them from the VDOT site, and we will just do the best we can with it. And there's a new radar scan. These storms getting closer to Kingsport. There is a little storm right now near Bloomingdale. Now it looks like the VDOT cameras in Gate City are down. So VDOT cameras are down in the Gate City area, so we are not going to have a VDOT camera of this. Let's zoom out real quick, and I will put myself back up here to track this storm. The Weather Service continues here. Let me go back to when they issued the warning. Let me just pull this up over here. The National Weather Service warning says it's moving at 30. I feel like it's starting to move at about 35, so we're going to kind of track the area. And I'm even going to track all the way down to Rogersville. I know that's technically not the severe area, off to the east at about 35. So this will be Surgoinsville at 10:51, Phipps Bend 10:54, Church Hill 10:57, Mount Carmel 10:59, Weber City 11:04, Kingsport 11:05, Sullivan Gardens 11:08, Fall Branch 11:10, Bloomingdale 11:12, Colonial Heights 11:13, Gray 11:19, Spurgeon 11:19, Oak Grove 11:23, Bluntville 11:28, Piney Flats area around 11:32, Walnut Hill 11:34, BMS and the southern part of Bristol 11:35, Bluff City around that same time as well. No risk really of a tornado with this. There's no rotation with this right now. And again, the thunder and lightning is vivid within this storm. If we start to see a decrease in thunder and lightning, that tells me the strength of the storm is going down. While the storm was in Lee County, we saw an increase in thunder and lightning. It strengthened, and then we saw, and then that's when we started to see this go severe thunderstorm warn. And again, you're seeing these reds and greens. This is not rotation, folks. It doesn't look like. I am going to pull up our rotation tracker just to show you all that we're not really seeing strong rotation within this. And it'll take it just a minute for it to pull up and load, just because this is a different product. And we're not seeing anything just standing out here. So no rotation here. That's just the area of kind of embedded wind. Yeah, no really tornado risk in Gate City. It is just some strong, some severe thunderstorm with some gusty winds pushing into your area right now. So again, that is what we have with this kind of line of thunderstorms that has kind of strengthened back up. It's pulsed back up here as it's pushing off to the east-southeast. Elizabethton will see storms in about an hour, hour and a half or so probably. And again, as I zoom out, I want to let you see the full picture. The blue boxes are strong thunderstorm alerts. That's where we could see winds of 30 to 50 miles an hour in some of these storms, while the yellow box, that is where we have that severe thunderstorm warning. During the severe thunderstorm warning, if you're in that area, as this line of storms pass, you could see some locally strong wind gusts of 30 to even 60 miles an hour in some of these spots. So like I said, Elizabethton, about an hour and a half, you could have a strong thunderstorm in your area. But again, I'm hoping this is the only kind of severe warning that we get right now. And again, with this thunder and lightning pushing in, let me switch us to the velocity, see if we have a new velocity scan. It doesn't look like we do. Again, I'm watching as that area there south of Clinchport has developed, and that's what I'm keeping my eye on. We're getting a new velocity scan right now. And again, that's where we could have some stronger winds pushing into northern Hawkins County. This is going to pass near the Kingsport area right now. Yes, Churchill about to get in on some strong winds right now. You are in this severe thunderstorm warning. This warning does go until 11:15 p.m. If someone's already fell asleep in this area, this is probably going to wake them up. Some 60-mile-an-hour winds, some quarter-size hail as this storm does push in. This is the storm moving kind of east-southeast at 30 to 35 miles an hour. This does include parts of northern Hawkins County. The storms move out of Hancock County, southern Scott County, and western Sullivan County. It technically includes eastern Lee, but Lee County is out of the warning right now. So again, if you're in this area, you just do want to seek shelter here. Just be indoors. You don't have to get into your safe place, anything like that. But again, just seeking shelter indoors, because this has thunder and lightning, heavy rain, and the potential for strong winds as it pushes off to the east, south, and east. And basically what I think where this could be severe at is from Rogersville to Clinchport. Even though the warning only goes to Burgoynesville, there's also some heightened rates of reflectivity in the Rogersville area. But where we have this concentration of lightning, that is probably where we have the strongest of storms. The strongest of wind, and that's between Clinchport and Church Hill moving off to the east. So that's probably where we have the strongest wind here as it pushes off to the east. Let's zoom down real quick. These storms from Rutledge to German Creek to Bean Station to Treadway are strong. They are not severe. They have 30 to 50 mile-an-hour wind gusts here. And as we go to the velocity imagery on these, I'm not seeing a concentrated area of strong winds within this like I am up here. We will continue to watch those. If the Weather Service decides a warning is needed, we'll obviously go down and let you know about it in those areas. But right now, our main focus is the severe weather and the severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect from Burgoynesville to Church Hill to Clinchport to Gate City to Kingsport. And this time above me is the time of the last radar scan. So we should get a new radar scan. We normally get them every 3 to 5 minutes, so we should be getting a new one here in the next few minutes. If you're in a car, since this is not a tornado warning, you don't really have to evacuate that car. But when this pushes into your area, I would not want to be driving in it. That's for sure. Because the definition of a severe thunderstorm, the winds have to be 58 miles per hour or greater. So the Weather Service has concern that these winds in this warning could be 58 miles an hour or greater. So you don't want to be driving, so I just kind of pull off the side of the road, take a little break from the driving. Here comes our new radar scan around. This is getting now right over Church Hill. They've updated this warning and kind of condensed it down. They've taken Hancock County and Lee County out of it. And kind of It's again from Gordonsville to just north of Clinchport, including the Kingsport, Bloomingdale, Gate City, almost to Hilton's area here. Again, if you have any storm reports, any tree damage, you let us know here, and we will be watching for that. Watching here just to see if we have any more updates here from the Weather Service. So just that update of the warning there where they shaved some of it off. Let's check our velocity imagery here. And again, there's not any rotation within this. This is just for 60-mile-an-hour winds and the potential of some quarter-size hail. And this velocity update, this scan, I believe here, let me, has the strongest winds pushing into Gate City, Mount Carmel, Church Hill, the west side of Kingsport. That is where we're watching right now for the strongest of winds within this. When I go to the reflectivity, that lines up perfectly. Right here, Church Hill, that's where I would see some strong winds. Even maybe down in the Rogersville area, could see some 30, 40-mile-an-hour winds. But if I'm seeing severe winds, it's between Sir Gordonsville and Clinchport. Really, Church Hill into Kingsport, especially the southwest side of Kingsport about to get in on this. That is where you're going to want to be. You're going to want to be inside if you're in that area here because of this severe thunderstorm warning that we have in the region here. It could weaken some here before it reaches Colonial Heights. This will likely impact the south side of Bristol, closer to the racetrack, closer to Bluntville, as it does move through. Gate City, you still got a little bit here because the main part of the storm, according to Doppler radar, isn't even to you yet. Radar just went back a lot. Looks like we might be having a little bit of a radar issue. Might be working now. So we're watching this. So Gate City, you might have about 20 more minutes or so because this storm is only moving at 30 miles an hour. Let me take that off, and I'm going to put another storm track on this. On only the part that I think could be severe. And I'm going to go from here. And we're going to go at about 30 miles an hour. So Mount Carmel, 11 o'clock. Sullivan Gardens, 11:09. Kingsport, 11:10. Fall Branch, 11:11. Bloomingdale, 11:17. Colonial Heights, 11:18. Gray, 11:22. Spurgeon, 11:24. Oak Grove, 11:28. Bluntville, 11:34. Piney Flats, 11:40. Bristol Motor Speedway, 11:42. Along with Watauga, Bluff City about 11:43. If this is going to get to Kingsport and Elizabethton and Johnson City, it would be closer to between 11:30 and midnight. So again, if we're seeing this, and this the reason if we're not talking about your neighborhood or your city or town, it is because you're not in a warning. And so, you know, as this moves toward you, we'll start to talk about it a little more. I do want to talk about one thing just real quick. We're seeing a little thunderstorm pop up ahead of this over the Bloomingdale area. And when these two end up merging, because this is going to catch up to this at some point, it might be 15 minutes, but these two are going to here on the back end is going to catch up to this here on the north end near Bloomingdale, that we're going to watch for an elevated potential of wind when these two storms merge. So just a heads up that we're going to watch for that when that merger does end up happening. It's going to happen. It's not a matter of if. It's really just a matter of when. There's our new velocity scan. We've lost any of that green and red, so that's really good news, but still some strong straight line winds coming through here. As it comes through here. Again, yes, Mount Carmel, Church Hill, this is right here on you. Gate City pushing into your neighborhood right now. And yes, Bloomingdale, so just started in Bloomingdale, that's the storm out ahead of the main storm. So the main storm is actually still back toward Mount Carmel, the west side of Kingsport. This here near Bloomingdale is actually the storm out ahead of it. So that's actually not what's been warned for. And in some areas, this wind could be worse than what it was last night. So again, we're watching it closely, and this is kind of solidified together from Clinchport down to Rogersville. And again, the lightning is still vivid within this here. So that is what we're watching. Well, definitely right here, when they merge, it's probably going to be somewhere near the state line, the Tennessee-Virginia state line, but exactly where, it just depends on the movement of these, kind of how, when, and where they merge. So this is what we're watching closely from Churchill to Clinchport over here to Bloomingdale. And again, if you have storm reports, your power's out, let us know. I've got the comments here on a monitor. We have internet tonight, so we're in our home-based studio, so we're able to give you the normal coverage that we're used to giving you here. And Burgensville, again, to Churchill. Mount Carmel is right here. Let's zoom down on this. Maybe see if we can grab a couple more small communities. This is New Canton, Rotherwood, Lynn Garden, Sevier Terrace, Brickyard Village, Springdale, Vernon Heights coming in your area. Weather Service has a decision to make very soon if they're going to extend this east. I'm not sure if they're going to or not, so we'll see. Yes, we can pull up the velocity. Let me go, oh, wrong button. Let's go to the storm relative here, and right here is kind of where the strongest winds are going to be. Churchill, Kingsport, Gates City. That's kind of where the strongest winds are right now. So luckily nothing rotating within this. And actually we might have just got a new velocity scan here. Let me take it to right here, and no, that is still the same scan. Let's go back to our reflectivity. This is where we're watching, and again, fortunately, the radar is not on rapid refresh, so these scans only coming through here about every 5 minutes. We got a new scan sweeping through right now. Irwin, eventually you'll have storms come to you, but it'll be a couple hours probably, at least an hour and a half. Clinchport, yes, this storm kind of over you. Here comes this new radar scan. So, yeah, this storm here is kind of bulging out. I believe we have some strong winds pushing right into downtown Kingsport. If you're in Kingsport, I'd be inside right now. Yeah, Gate City, the storm is not to you yet. It's coming, but it's not to you yet. Right here, though, this is bowing out right here over Kingsport and kind of got a little bit of a bulge to it. So again, Mount Carmel to in between Mount Carmel and Kingsport, probably some strong winds, maybe some small hail in this right now. So again, I would expect the National Weather Service is going to extend this severe thunderstorm warning off to the east. So areas like Colonial Heights, Bluntville, areas off to the east here of Kingsport, you could be getting some new severe thunderstorm warning soon. Yeah, Kingsport, it's just now pushing into your area. So again, as this does push in, kind of where I'm seeing the strongest part of this right now is over Rotherwood Hills, Amersham, Huntington Hills, Howard Hill, pushing to Long Island, Springdale, Beechwood Village, Vernon Heights. Here's Highway 93 right here. And that's what we're watching here as this is pushing in. If you are in the Kingsport area, you want to start seeking shelter. Yes, we now have a new severe thunderstorm warning for most of the metro. This includes Bristol, Kingsport, and Johnson City until 11:45 for 60-mile-an-hour winds. So it does include Bristol. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for mainly all of Sullivan County, northeast Hawkins, northern Tennessee, northeast Greene, west central Carter, the city of Bristol, southwest Scott County, and southeast Scott County, excuse me, and southwest Washington County and southwest Virginia. This goes until 11:45, so we're going to be here a little while longer. Severe thunderstorm near Kingsport is moving east at 40 miles an hour. This thing's speeding up a little bit versus 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and quarter-size hail. I-26 between mile markers 1 and 26, I-81 in Tennessee between mile markers 46 and 75, and all the way up to exit 7 in Bristol, Virginia. Locations impacted include Johnson City, Kingsport, both Bristols, Elizabethton, Jonesboro, Weber City, Central, Spurgeon, and Pinecrest. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for the Tri-Cities until 11:45 p.m. So that if you're just getting that alert on your phone, you saw it pop up here, that is where the severe thunderstorm warning is. So that's what we're watching here, and this is really bulging out, and I believe the chroma key wall just went off, so let me fix that for you folks, and I should be able to use this again. Let's hope. We have confirmed severe winds. This is breaking here. These winds are now observed. So Mount Carmel Fire Department is being dispatched to down power lines, and 3 miles south of Oklahoma, we had a 62-mile-an-hour wind gust from a home weather station. So this is severe criteria wind has been observed now in Hawkins County. So we have confirmation that severe weather is occurring right now, pushing into Kingsport, and we're about to have these two cells merge together. That's going to create some strong wind near Waterloo Gap, near the Tennessee Virginia state line. So again, we now have confirmed severe weather in the First Warren Tri-Cities viewing areas. So that is what we're watching right now. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning does include Elizabethton, Johnson City, Fall Branch, Oak Grove, Colonial Heights, Bristol, Bluff City, Blountville, all in on this warning right now. And if I switch to the velocity imagery, we should have a newer update than 1058. That is lagging behind. So we're just going to go back to the reflectivity. This is going to be the best way to show it to you. Right here, this storm is bowing out. Very strong winds pushing into Kingsport. There is no tornado threat with this. This is just, as of right now, this is just strong winds, not really expecting a tornado threat. I am going to try to get us a camera in Kingsport, hopefully. None of these cameras are working that I have in our system, and I don't know why. Okay, so right now we are down from cameras. We don't have any cameras, so I'm going to have to fix that at some point. But again, we're watching these storms closely here. This is some very strong winds now in Kingsport. Power outage numbers rising. We have confirmed reports of power outages in Hawkins County, and a confirmed 62-mile-an-hour wind gust near Oklahoma there in Hawkins County. So let me just post that real quick on our page. Here, as we continue to track this storm, if you're in Kingsport, you really want to be inside. Colonial Heights, get inside. Fall Branch, inside. Because these severe storms are moving in here. As these do move in, severe thunderstorm warnings will continue for the Tri-Cities. And again, these are confirmed severe reports. This is in the confirmed. This is what we have here. And again, if you're just joining us, I'm First Warren Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle. You're about to see me hop back up on the screen because we do have this. This is not a derecho at this time. A derecho is a long duration event that stretches multiple states. That's not what this is. And here we go. Again, we're about to have this cell merger take place. So we'll be watching increased strong wind potential near Bloomingdale. Right here, this cell merger is about to take place. This is a very good area of heavy rain and strong thunderstorm wind gust here as it does push in. Let me go to our velocity. I do not know why it's not updating. Maybe storm relative will update. Okay, we're going to have to do this without velocity. Nope, here it comes. Okay, and here we go. This is the velocity. Let me see if the regular velocity will now work. Again, this is yep, here we go. We're getting some really strong velocities here near Fall Branch. That's where we could be getting some strong winds at. And again, Kingsport as well. We're getting those strong winds. This storm is bowing out, so I have no doubt that we have strong thunderstorm wind gusts from Kingsport pushing into Colonial Heights, Fall Branch to Geraldstown. So again, if you're in this area, we really want to seek shelter immediately. And then also up here near Bloomingdale, we're probably about to get some stronger winds as well because these two cells are going to merge together. This is going to push toward Bristol, so especially areas close to the Tennessee-Virginia state line and south. But this severe thunderstorm warning does go all the way up in Bristol to the Exit 7 area. And again, this southern part here of Fall Branch is pushing right toward Johnson City. So Johnson City, ETSU, those areas. And this warning does include don't know which Washington County you're talking about there in the comments. It does include northern Washington County from Jonesboro north, but the storms are just now moving into the northwest corner of Washington County, Tennessee, near Fall Branch. This does include southern Washington County, Virginia, near Bristol, but the storms are still off to the west. So again, we are staying here. We're going to stay on the air until the warning is gone. We're not going off we're not going off the air. There is no tornado risk, but here's a couple reasons we ain't on the air. We now have confirmed storm damage in Mount Carmel, and we have a confirmed 62-mile-an-hour wind gust in Oklahoma from these storms. So we're definitely not going off the air with this storm. We're going to stay here at this time. And again, if you have friends, family in these areas, you definitely want to let them know they want to be indoors. You want to be away from windows in case trees start to fall. I'm going to check the power outage map. It will probably take a minute for it to update, but I do want to have it pulled up over here. One-man crew over here, so doing the best we can with getting you all that information. So far, Power Outage US has 186 customers without power from Holston Electrical. In Hawkins County. That was last updated 10 minutes ago, so I'm sure that is going to change here as we get through here. So again, we're staying on the air. We will be on the air until this storm passes, until we have no warnings. When we have no warnings, we'll be off the air, but we are staying here while there's severe thunderstorm warnings. Lynn Garden, this is pushing through you right now. Turning back onto the chroma key wall. Right here is Lynn Garden. This is pushing to you. Bloomingdale, strong winds coming your way. Colonial Heights, this is about to push right over you. Fall Branch, this is over you right now. Wise County, this is southeast of you. You don't have a severe weather threat. Would not be shocked maybe if we get a new severe thunderstorm warning to the south of this. This area near Bailington will need to be watched for some heavy rain, strong winds, and some hail potential. Limestone, the severe warning right now staying to the north of you. But again, these storms are pushing off to the east here. So these will push into Spurgeon, Gray, Oak Grove, Boones Creek, Piney Flats, Bluff City, Bluntville, up to Bristol. And again, that is what we're watching right now. It's these push off to the east. We're talking about the areas that are in the severe thunderstorm warnings the most. I'm seeing some questions about areas that are not. If we're not talking about you, that means you're probably good right now. And you're not seeing the severe weather. We're going to talk about areas that are seeing severe weather first because those are the ones that are in the dangerous situation. So again, as this continues to push off to the east, the National Weather Service in Morristown is saying this is moving at 40 miles an hour. I'm probably going to move it just a little bit faster, but I am going to put a storm track on this as it does push off to the east. I want to note they're issuing a new strong thunderstorm alert for that near Bailington. So they're saying it's not severe, but they're watching it for some 50-mile-an-hour winds. And then that storm track, let me X that out. I did not go far enough north to have Bristol in it. Again, Bristol might get spared from the strongest part of this, and this is moving at about 40. I can get both Bristol and Johnson City in it. We're going to be close enough. So here, this is moving at around 40 miles an hour. Colonial Heights, 11:16. So we're here in just the next minute or two for you. Gray, 11:20. Spurgeon, 11:21. Oak Grove, 11:24. Bluntville, 11:28. Johnson City, 11:30. Walnut Hill, 11:33. Piney Flats, 11:34. BMS, 11:34. Watauga, 11:35. Bluff City as well at 11:35. Elizabethton, 11:43. Mountain City at 12:12. If this holds together here as we go through. And again, yes, some small hail definitely possible. Thanks for that report of small hail. Yes, Gate City, the storm pushing out of your area already. So this here from near Bailington now has a strong thunderstorm alert. I won't spend too much time on this, but the Weather Service is saying there could be some 30 to 50 miles an hour wind pushing from Greenville north to Limestone, Jonesboro, Telford, pushing east-southeast, also western Unicoi County. This will affect Jonesboro, Telford, Limestone, Greenville into Irwin eventually here as this continues to push east. We'll see if the Weather Service ends up needing a warning on it. Right now, they do not think they do. So this severe warning, those stretches from just north of the Tennessee-Virginia state line, there is no tornado risk. No tornado risk for anyone. I promise. There is zero tornado risk. The stretches from just south of Gate City and Hilton's. Gate City no longer in the warning. Actually, this warning might have just been updated. Don't have an update coming across yet. To Colonial Heights to Fall Branch. So here, this will include, parts of Bristol, Virginia, all of Bristol, Tennessee in this as well. So this is what we're watching very closely for the potential of some 60-mile-an-hour winds. And we have some winds here that have been confirmed in Hawkins County of 62 miles an hour. We also know that the Mountain Carmel Fire Department has been dispatched to reports of power lines down as well. So again, this is pushing off to the east, and we have confirmed severe weather in that has been. This does have a history of producing some confirmed severe weather. So since that does have the history, we are definitely staying with this, not going anywhere until this does expire, or until they let this severe thunderstorm warning go. And again, I'm seeing still that extreme delay with our velocity data. So we're just going to go back to reflectivity and just stick with the reflectivity here as it does push through Bloomingdale, Kingsport, Colonial Heights, Fall Branch. Yeah, Churchill, you're probably still getting some of that thunder and lightning, but the severe part that could have the gusty winds could have some, has pushed off to your east. Holston Valley and Bristol, this pushes right up to your area as well. So from Geraldstown to Fall Branch, Colonial Heights, east side of Kingsport to Bloomingdale. That's where the potential severe weather is right now. Yes, the strongest of winds that Colonial Heights is going to see pushing over you as we speak. Again, this is a severe thunderstorm warning. This does go until 11:45 for southern Scott County, Virginia, southeast of Gate City, southwest Washington County, Virginia, the city of Bristol, most of Sullivan County, northern Washington County, northwest Carter County, northeast Greene County. It's technically eastern Hawkins County, most of the severe part of this now out of Hawkins County as well. And yeah, Bloomingdale, that you're seeing that severe storm right now as well. So again, we are watching this very closely again for the potential of some of this severe weather that continues to push through the Tri-Cities metro right now. Again, the severe risk for this was very low, and these storms had weakened. They had weakened a good bit, and then right as they were over basically central and east central Lee County, they really flared up out of about nowhere, and they have flared up and produced definitely some thunderstorm wind damage across parts of the Tri-Cities metro. And yes, coming into Gray, yes, they are about on your doorstep there in Gray. We are getting a new radar scan. It's a perfect time for me to zoom in. Yes, Gray, leading edge coming through here. Yes, Fall Branch just moved through your area, continuing to move through Colonial Heights, Boones Creek, Sulphur Springs, and then eventually Johnson City. This is coming for you. Yes, Spurgeon pushing in there. This is pushing along I-81, this here in the white line. That is I-81, so kind of pushing east along 81 there. Bristol, you'll be seeing this. Bluntville is right here. I'm going to see if I can pull up a SmartWay camera and somehow window capture this. Yeah, this is already pushed through the Gate City area. So the strongest part of this is already east of Gate City. Really kind of affected the south part of town. Let me see. I need the cameras because they're not working in my system. But the Colonial Heights camera would be a great, I'm sure, take right now. Or maybe even the 2681 split. I might be a little too late to these. Let's see here if I can figure out how to take this and put this full. I'm not going to be able to see your comments for a moment, folks, but this is a live look at our camera here, T-Dot SmartWay camera, the I-81 26 split right now. This is the way I'm going to have to pull up cameras, unfortunately. I'll find a way to double box this. But this is the 81-26 split right here in Johnson City, Kingsport, Johnson City, Colonial Heights, you can see the vivid cloud-to-ground lightning within this. The rain is pouring as well in this area. Let me take me off, put the radar back on, because I'm going to want a Bristol camera here soon. So I am going to look for the Bristol camera here. See if I can get that from VDOT. See if, yeah, so exit 1 is working. I don't know why it's not working in my system. I'm going to try to look for that here, but again, we continue to watch this severe weather move through the region, and as it does, we will continue to watch this here. Let's see here, exit 1 probably in Bristol, that's probably going to be the best one. Let me see if I can just create a new source for it. Let's see here. Again, we're working on this here, getting you a camera up so I can double box this and go with the camera. And hopefully this will work. I do not know if it will. Let's see. Now it looks like that camera is still not wanting to work, so we will do this the hard way. So again, this is a live look at radar right now. I will have this camera up. I'm unfortunately not really going to be able to see the comments, but I will go back to them until we get close to needing this Bristol camera, and then I'll pull up the Bristol camera. Here we go. Limestone, the strong storm is pushing toward you, not the severe storm. It's just the strong storm pushing toward Limestone. Limestone's about right here. So it's a strong storm, maybe some 30, 50 mile an hour winds. So you might be, if you're in the Holston Valley area there, I remember your comment, you might be just east of this severe thunderstorm warning, because Holston Valley is about right here. So you're on the outer edge of it if you're in it, or just east of it here. So that could be why you haven't saw it. So again, we're watching this closely. That's why we're here. The good thing here about being a digital platform is we don't have to worry about cutting off programming, anything like that. We can come on and stay on for however long we want. So that's the one advantage we have. Unlike TV stations cutting off programming. Yeah, Gray, this is right down on you right now. So if you are in Gray, you definitely want to be indoors. Boones Creek and Johnson City, it's coming straight for you. Let's try the velocity. I don't know if this is going to work. I hadn't really wanted to all night. It's playing catch up. There we go. And then let me turn this on. And here's actually that new velocity scan. The brighter red, that's the brighter the wind from Colonial Heights to Spurgeon, Gray, excuse me. And now as we go to the radar here, and then reflectivity. Jonesboro, you'll get hit by the strong storm, but you're technically just south of the severe thunderstorm warning, but the strong storm here is kind of near Bailington is pushing your way. Washington County, Sullivan County line, close to Piney Flats. Yes, this storm is pushing your way. Some 40 to 60 mile an hour winds are possible. Regarding the winter, we'll have a winter outlook a little bit down the road. Right now, let's focus on this severe weather. This is that strong storm pushing through that area. Jonesboro, the strong storm's near Bailington. 30 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts are possible. Camp Creek, you are still well away from getting some storms, and it looks like they will be sub-severe in that area. And as we go down the Bulls Gap area, because that is pushing back, that's about to push into our viewing area, or Bulls Gap is our viewing area, that is heading east there as well. So again, as we go to the back up to the severe thunderstorm warning, again, we're focusing on the areas with severe weather that's within the First Warren Tri-Cities viewing area. And I pull up velocity, we're still seeing the strong winds, just trying. Kingsport, the eastern side of Kingsport is where it's seeing the severe weather right now. New radar scan coming in, and we're seeing maybe try to weaken a little bit, but maybe this near Mossheim and Bailington try to strengthen a little bit. So that's something we're going to have to watch here. as we go through the next little bit. I saw the lightning has been increasing in the Bailington area, so that's storm we're going to have to watch. But again, this severe storm pushing into Bristol, eventually will be pushing into Bristol, Bluntville, Oak Grove, about to push into John City. John City's about right here. This is Jonesboro, this is Bailington, Telford, Limestone's about right here. Bluff City, this severe thunderstorm is knocking on your doorsteps over the next 5-10 minutes or so. It is kind of still got a little bit of a bowing structure, so we'll watch it closely. Kingsport downtown, the west side of Kingsport, clear from the severe part. The eastern part, it is moving out over the next 5 or so minutes here. And as we zoom out here, this is a look at the alerts in our viewing area. Let me just pull up the alerts and then put it to a DMA view, which is just a coverage area view. Let me zoom out to where this kind of just shows. Our counties that we cover are kind of highlighted here, kind of standing out. I'll move out of the way. You see the one middle ground severe thunderstorm warning that goes to 11:45. The blue boxes are the strong thunderstorm alerts here. Again, thanks for the report. Power outages near the Tri-Cities Airport. Yes, lots of lightning in gray in Kingsport and Limestone and most of the region. Just for me to sum it up there, most of the region with thunder and lightning as this does push in. Looking at the velocity imagery, continue to see some indications there of some strong winds. Something I've not pulled up since we've been on the air here for this warning is the hail tracker, and that's because I don't think we're seeing much hail within this. And the hail tracker is showing about nothing. They have issued a new alert, and let's go see what it is. It is a strong thunderstorm. This is for a storm near Russellville, 10 miles northeast of Morristown. So this is for the storm near Bulls Gap. This is a special weather statement, strong thunderstorm alert, so just below severe thunderstorm criteria. Southwest Hawkins and central Greene County through 12:15. Wind gusts up from 30 to 50 miles an hour could be possible, pushing into Greenville, eventually toward Camp Creek, Mossheim, DeBusk, Midway, Mohawk, Warrensburg. The storm near Bulls Gap will be pushing your way here and could produce you some 30 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts in spots. So again, should be able to hear me. Looks like I'm still sending audio. So again, that is what we're watching very closely. Again, this is the strong thunderstorm wind gusts here that are pushing through. And again, this is what I'm pointing out to you. This kind of bowing line here near the Tri-Cities Airport, Bluntville, and then this from Fall Branch down to Bailington, that is strong. And then I will move the radar here so I can also show you that Russellville, and then here this near Russellville is pushing into Greene County. So going to push into our viewing area here. And that is what's going to push in to southern Greene County. So from Greenville south, Midway, DeBusk, Camp Creek, those areas as well. So again, we have audio here. I'm seeing the audio come through. So again, we're watching this closely. Hilton's, Bluntville, Oak Grove here. Again, this is pushing off to the east. If you guys end up not being able to hear me, just let me know. And as this continues to push, again, we will have these strong thunderstorm wind gusts. Seeing a little bit more intensification here near the Tri-Cities Airport between Bluntville and Bluff City. Here near Fairview, Holston, Gross Cross Road, where that is, that's where we could have some of that. Okay, so they've updated the warning, so let me zoom out. Okay, so Greene County out of the severe thunderstorm warning. Yes, Limestone, by the way, this strong storm down here about on your doorstep. So this does still include far southeast Scott County, southern, far extreme southwest Washington, the city of Bristol, here, western Carter County, right up to Elizabeth, and still does include parts of Washington County, Tennessee, including Johnson City. Just to see if what else they said. They said a severe thunderstorm was moving east now. This is moving faster. This is moving at 50 miles an hour and still could have some 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So this thing continues to speed up. There is no tornado warning. No tornado warnings, no tornado threats. This is just lone severe thunderstorm warning, and then some special weather statements, strong thunderstorm alerts here as it pushes in. So again, this is what we're watching here. And again, I will just zoom out a little more so you can see the blue boxes. That's your strong thunderstorm alerts. Those are 50-mile-an-hour wind, a 30 to 50-mile-an-hour wind gust potential within those, heavy rain, frequent lightning. There may be some small hail. Where we have the severe thunderstorm warning in yellow from Bristol to Johnson City, now east of Kingsport, Blountville, Bluff City, Oak Grove, Gray, Boones Creek. That's where Elizabethton, that's where we could see some 40 to 60, 65-mile-an-hour wind gusts, some quarter-size hail, heavy rain, frequent lightning. So that's kind of what we're watching here as these storms continue to dive east-southeast through the viewing area. And again, I'll be honest, I thought these were going to weaken, and they did weaken. Back in Lee and Hancock County, they looked on the weaker end, and then they really pulsed up. And that's why we have our ongoing live severe weather coverage. We've been live for about an hour. We're going to stay live until there's no warnings in effect. So at least until 11:45, we're going to be here with you wall to wall, keeping you informed and safe out there. So again, Oak Grove, Spurgeon, Piney Flats, Bluff City, Blountville, all pushing east here. That's what we're watching. This is pushing into Johnson City right now. It's at Boones Creek. And so this is kind of pushing east here into Johnson City. So if you are in the Johnson City area, you definitely want to take this seriously and kind of stay indoors and away from windows here as this does continue to move through. Here, Central, Watauga, Elizabethton, Bluff City, Buffalo. That's where we're watching. Heavy rain, loud thunder there in Oak Grove. Yes, could have some gusty winds there as well. As that continues to push in, the new radar scan just coming across. Looks like maybe the strongest part of this, the northern part of this that would be pushing toward Bristol, weakening. So again, that's some very good news. I'm expecting weakening and maybe not as severe as you get toward the Bristol area. But it's really Blountville south to Jonesboro and east that we're watching this threat closely for the most intense of weather, and then also for the strong storms that are pushing into Greene County as well. But again, these are sub-severe, just some strong gusts of wind within those. So again, as we take a look here, I'm going to turn me off the screen so I can get a drink of water. I'll go through the wind speeds here and kind of go through where this stuff is moving. So if you are in the Blountville, Bluff City, Piney Flats, Cedar Grove, Elizabethton, Johnson City, Watauga area, and the southern side of Bristol, kind of down near the racetrack, that's where we could see some 40 to 65-mile-an-hour wind gust within those storms there in the severe thunderstorm warning. If you are down toward just east of Bailington, toward Russellville, and then to Mossheim, Greenville, Jonesboro, Telford, Limestone, down to DeBusk, Camp Creek, Tusculum, Horse Creek, Newmansville, Midway, Mohawk, Warrensburg, those areas, 30 to 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, heavy rain with frequent lightning is what we're looking at here. So again, we'll zoom into Limestone, and we have multiple followers from Limestone, Chuckey, Raytown, Telford area, and yes, you have this strong storm. This radar scan is about 3 minutes old, so it's really right to you there in the Limestone area here. Yes, Blountville, it is right on top of you. You probably have one of the stronger cores in Blountville, just south of Blountville. Right now, that's where we could be seeing some of the strongest winds that we're seeing in the viewing area. Could be right between Blountville and Piney Flats right now. So if you're in this area, again, you want to seek shelter indoors. You don't have to be in that tornado-safe place, but you definitely want to be indoors and away from windows here as this continues to push off to the east. We will continue to monitor this line of severe weather because these storms are definitely staying strong. And just making sure here, I'm going to check the Weather Service here for any storm reports. If you have any storm reports, definitely pass those along to us. We would love to hear about them. The power outage numbers, still saying 164 in Hawkins County. I know that's where we got the report of power outages from and where we had the 62-mile-an-hour wind gusts there. in Hawkins County here. So that is what we are watching here very closely. Again, while we still have severe weather moving through the region, we're going to stay live on the air. This warning does not go away until 11:45. And with this having the history of producing damage, we will have to see what happens. Blountville, I would expect this for about 5-10 more minutes, at least the strongest winds of this. Now behind this, you know, you might be in Kingsport, Churchill, probably still hearing some thunder, some lightning, maybe still some rainfall, but nothing severe in that area. In Blountville, this is pushing away from you here over the next 5-10 minutes. There's not a tornado warning. Being in a car is okay right now. So right now, and yes, the storm in Limestone is not severe. So the Limestone storm, not severe. It is strong, so it's classified as strong. But for a storm to be severe, here's what the criteria here's what the criteria is. For the storm to be severe, it's got to have 58-mile-an-hour wind gust or higher, or quarter-size hail. So you know the heavy rain, lightning, things like that doesn't really classify as severe. It's got to have 58-mile-an-hour wind gust or higher, and we believe that that storm has below 58-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So again, it is strong. It could have 55-mile-an-hour wind gusts here in the very strongest part of it, but it is not severe at the moment. Yes, Tuscola, this is really on your doorstep, about to push into you. Same thing in the Greenville, Bulls Gap area. That is what we are watching here again. These are severe thunderstorm warnings for the Tri-Cities area here until 11:45, and that's where the yellow polygon is. The blues are special weather statements here. I'll click on one of these blue ones real quick. The one here for Greenville, Jonesboro, Baileyton, Limestone. And that one goes until midnight, and it's, again, the max winds there, 50 miles an hour. So we're continuing to watch this closely here as we continue to watch these storms and they push east across the viewing area. Again, while we have severe weather alerts, we'll stay here, and even after this warning expires, if they don't extend it, we might stay here for just a few more minutes just to make sure that storm down toward Greenville, Limestone doesn't get stronger. But again, this warning, no matter what, in effect until 11:45 unless they cancel it early. Johnson City, this is pushing into your area right now, about to push into Elizabethton as well. And some gusty to damaging winds could be possible in that area here. So again, you want to seek shelter in these areas here as it continues here. I will zoom in here to Johnson City, Tanglewood, Camp Wildwood, Oak Park, Skyline Heights. It's already hitting you. This is about to come into downtown Johnson City. Eventually this will also come into Elizabethton. So Elizabethton's right here. Johnson City's right here. This is your severe thunderstorm. Okay, this is coming here east here again. Could have some 50, 60 mile an hour wind gusts here as this pushes through Johnson City. Again, if you're in Johnson City, right here's Milligan. This is Central. This is 321 is if you're heading over toward Elizabethton. That is where you want to be inside right now here with those strong winds. More strong winds here near Piney Flats, Buffalo, Buncombe, Hillcrest, Bluff City, Hamilton, Barnett, Cedar Grove, Hickory Tree coming toward you. Again, Elizabethton, this will head toward you. I expect this severe thunderstorm warning to not be extended. Just a heads up here, strong storms are also heading for Mossheim, Greenville. The southern part of this near Bulls Gap has weakened, so south of Greenville, including areas like Camp Creek, DeBusk, Midway, Mohawk, Warrensburg, likely not going to get as strong of a storm. Camp Creek, maybe. It depends on kind of how these progress that are near Romeo, Ottaway, north of Midway. But again, these pushing into Greenville, Tusculum, in the limestone, right in the limestone area right now could have 40 to 50, maybe 55 mile an hour wind gusts. These are pushing through Johnson City, Telford, Embryville, Horse Creek here, and western part, far western parts of Unicoi County near Bumpus Cove as well could see that strong thunderstorm, and that could produce wind gusts of around 40 to 50 miles an hour. Yes, the storm is pushing, toward the east side of Bristol here. But once this line, semi-line here, once better term for it, once this cluster of storms is out of here, the severe threat for the night is over. So earlier this morning, we warned you that there would be a severe risk between 7 p.m. and 1 a.m. We thought as we got closer it might just be restricted to southwest parts of the viewing area. Obviously it was not. But we warned you earlier, we were warning, hey, be ready, this could happen. And then we've had it now here as we are at 11:38 p.m. Again, severe thunderstorm warnings do remain here in the metro. So we're staying here, and we still have the strong storms in the Greenville area now. So that is what we're watching here very closely. Let me zoom in here. Again, at least the northern part of this has started weakening. So Bristol, Blountville, Bluff City, even Johnson City, Elizabeth, and this has started weakening. So again, those could still have, again, the 30 to 50 mile an hour wind gust, but I think those are below severe limits. I actually think our strongest storms are from Jonesboro to just west of Greenville. I still don't know if these are really reaching severe criteria, but I think they are not severe warned, but I think they are reaching that strong criteria, nearly severe, and the Weather Service is going to let the warning expire at 11:45 because they went ahead and went with a special weather statement. I'll go to that in a minute. But these near Mossheim, Greenville, Limestone, and Newmansville, these are really going to have this with those 45 to 55 mile an hour wind potential. Let me go up here to Bluff City, Johnson City, Elizabethton, Hampton, Butler, Doveville, just south of Mountain City. This new special weather statement, we're getting this in, kind of just as we're live here for parts of Sullivan County, Northeast Washington, a good part of Carter County, Southern Johnson County. Again, these are one of these strong thunderstorms alert for 30 to 50 mile an hour wind gust within these. Yeah, Unicoi, these storms haven't made it to you yet. We'll talk about kind of the weather pattern we're in just a moment to tell you kind of what's causing these storms. But Greenville, Telford, this is pushing off here to your area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to where we just have alerts on. Or just have the alerts on, I should say. And then I'm going to zoom out and kind of talk about this weather pattern we have going on. So for the weather pattern we have and why we're seeing so many storms right now, we have high pressure well off to our west, and I don't have the high pressure on the map, but it's well off here to the west, causing a big heat dome. And what likes to happen, and this happens at least a couple times during the summer, and it's, are you in the right spot? And right now, yesterday we were, today we are. We'll have some more storms tomorrow. We'll look at the severe risk later. It's lower tomorrow, but not zero. And you have these storms kind of right around the ridge, and it's called northwest. And for us, it's the northwest flow. And as the storms right around the ridge, they dive in here, and with the heat and humidity of the day and these little short waves there along the ridge, that the short waves going to increase the wind energy a little bit. We have the thunderstorm fuel caused by the heat and humidity of the summer here, and that is why we're seeing some storm action here in our region. So kind of just a quick little meteorology explainer there. As we'll zoom back in here. Again, we're about to lose the severe thunderstorm warning. At 11:45, the severe thunderstorm warning will be gone. Yeah, so we still have a lot of thunder and lightning on the backside of this. So thunder, lightning, and some rain, light to moderate on the backside of this, but the leading edge is where we would see that severe potential. And it looks like these storms really near the Limestone, Greenville, Jonesboro, Telford, Romeo, Ottawa area have kind of slowed down. So they're producing you a lot of rain and wind longer, because these storms have definitely in this part of the region slowed down, but that will also worry me because these are producing torrential amount of rain for some flooding concerns, especially for any more additional showers and thunderstorms we see through the night. Because we could still see a shower or thunderstorm through the night, but the severe threat will be over. We do have a flood watch until 8 a.m. promoting that chance of some additional showers and thunderstorms around the region. It could cause some localized flooding, especially for areas that saw this round of rain. So again, this is what we're watching here with the potential of severe weather. The severe thunderstorm warning is now gone for the Tri-Cities, which is good news. So we have no more severe weather alerts, but I know we have a lot of you watching right now. especially from Greene County, from Limestone, kind of that area. So what I'm planning on doing, and ignore the radar for just a second. You can tell from the timestamp it kind of got backed up there just a little bit. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to stick here for just a few more minutes while we still have these strong storms. I don't want to go off the air because I know a lot of you right now are watching us, and a lot of you have storm anxiety. And this being night, we're just going to stick with this for a few more minutes. Even though we have no warnings right now, I feel more comfortable if we stick with this. So we have the strong thunderstorms from Bluff City to Johnson City, pushing into Elizabethton, Jonesboro, Telford, Limestone, Newmansville, Tusculum, Greenville, pushing east-southeast. And these could have some torrential downpours, some wind that could be 35 to 55 mile an hour wind gusts, some quarter-size hail, and lightning. I am going to do a storm track on this entire line, the strong part of it. And push it off to the east-southeast at about 40. It could be moving a little faster than this, but I'm just going to move it at 40. Elizabethton, this is basically on your doorstep right now. Greenville, same for you. Tusculum, same for you. Pinecrest, 1148. Valley Forge, 1150. Hunter, 1151. Hampton, 1153. Embryville, 1154. Unicoi, 1155. Irwin, 1158. Butler, 1159. This will cross into western North Carolina. Areas like Bakersville, around 1213. Now, the strongest part of the storm has already passed the Blountville area, by the way. Just reading some comments. Elk Park, 1213, Burnsville, 1220, Newland, 1221, Spruce Pine, North Carolina, around 1223, Linville, 1226, Boone and Appalachian State, around 1230, if these strong storms do continue to hold together. So again, we're watching this very closely here. Again, we're going to stick with you. We know a lot of you watching us here, but especially at night, having a lot of storm anxiety, so we'll just stay here as these do continue to push through. And this is what we do during severe weather. Sometimes, unfortunately, this is not my day job. I wish it was, and one day, I'm still a meteorology student, so hopefully one day, around the time I graduate, this will be what I do full time. But right now, it's not. So again, right now, we do have to work around work schedules sometime, but we are right now live. Severe events happening a little later in the day tend to sometimes help with that. But again, just kind of querying some of these velocity data. I do think the radar might be underestimating a little bit of this because most of this is saying it's 30 to 40. I definitely think some 50 mile an hour wind gusts are probably possible here. So again, we're watching it closely. Here, and yeah, you're going to see a lot of thunder. You're still going to see some thunder and lightning and some rain behind this, but potentially not the most severe thing that we could be seeing. So, yeah, Unicoi, this will be to you. Like I said, I think that storm track set around midnight or so to you, and we're still waiting for a new radar scan here. But again, Greenville, this is on top of you. Limestone, Telford, Jonesboro to Elizabeth and to Bluff City. And again, this little northern side started...
This is a first...
Wrong button. That's trying to put me back on the wall. This here is pushing into Bristol, and it's kind of strengthening a little bit. So even above this, kind of here into northern Sullivan County near the Tennessee state line and south here, pushing off here to the east. So again, watching these storms closely. Again, any pictures, videos that you see that you have, we would definitely love to see. You can send those to us via Messenger, comment on one of our posts, and we'll post some of those here that we have. Let me see if I can pull up rainfall. 3-hour precip worked. I don't know when the last scan of this was. Well, the last scan of this was at 11:08. Let me see what I can find, folks. Give me 1 second. I don't have all of this saved. I should. Let's see what we can pull up. Precipitation. Here's what we want. Storm total. So I don't know when this started, and I'm sorry that this does not look good at all, but I did not have this saved as a bundle for some reason. We have saw some totals. I'm going to see if it'll let me do the last 3 hours and see when that last scan was. No, that was at 11:08. So in the past hour, you know, some parts there near Bloomingdale got 1.5 inches of rain. Some parts over down here in Greene County, this is what I was talking about, has saw nearly 2 inches of rain right now is here in parts of Greene County here where this yellow is, Newmansville to Grandview over toward Limestone. We've had 1 to 2 inches of rain in the past hour, so some isolated flooding concerns from basically Romeo to Ottaway to Newmansville to Grandview to Liberty Hill to Bowmantown. Definitely possible here, and I will make sure the next time we have to do that it looks a lot better than what I just pulled up. But that worked there a little better, and then since I was on that, I will just speed this back up a little bit here. And here we go. So again, a lot of storm anxiety, so we're going to stick here until, what I'll do is I will stay here. Now, unless we get another warning. If we get another warning, we will stay with this wall to wall. But if we don't get another severe thunderstorm warning, what we're going to do is we're going to stay here until midnight. And then at 12 a.m. I will end the stream. But if we don't have another warning before then, but we're going to stick with you during these strong storms through midnight. And then we will go from there. Obviously, I'll still be in here watching it. I will not be going to bed until these exit our viewing area or just a weekend below strong limits. But I will be off the stream at midnight unless we have a new warning. So again, strong storms from Greenville to Horse Creek. The strongest part is finally pushed over Limestone, at least the wind part of it. Still a lot of thunder, lightning. Bowmantown to Jonesboro, now east of Johnson City. Hampton to Elizabethton to Hunter, pushing into Bristol. Let's see. Do I still have the VDOT camera pulled up? I do. Let's see. Let's do this and this. This is Bristol I-81. Exit 1, you're seeing the heavy rain, but not a lot of wind there. Let's turn the radar back on. So just wanted to take a look at that. We are watching this here, and again, I will go down the Mossheim area. So we don't have warnings. I'm just going to kind of do this a little. Mossheim, just some rain right now here. And then as this continues to push off to the east, we will continue to watch them. Again, right now, the storms that are in the blue polygons, with the exception of anything south of Greenville, has the potential for 30 to 50 mile-an-hour wind gusts, heavy rain, and some lightning concerns. But the rest of this is, but it's non-severe. So for a storm to be severe, it has to have 58 mile-an-hour winds or greater, or quarter-sized hail, or obviously if it has a tornado with it, of course. We do have a flood watch. You're seeing that at the bottom of your screen. That goes until 8 a.m. And that we will keep an eye on the flooding concerns. If we see any additional scattered showers or thunderstorms through the overnight, then we will have to watch for flooding. Hopefully, we don't see any more showers or storms through the overnight. I do want to stress, if we see any more showers or storms overnight, they would not be severe. The only concern would be maybe a little bit of lightning, but some heavy rain and flood concern. Especially now, I'd be concerned if any more showers or storms shop over the central and kind of northern part of Greene County, because between Greenville and Limestone, we've had 1 to 2 inches of rain in the past hour, and I'm honestly shocked we don't have a flood advisory there. But we do not yet, at least here, but that heavy rain does continue in that area. So we are continuing to watch these storms. I'm First Warn Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle. It is 11:55 p.m. on this Wednesday evening, and at 12 midnight, as long as we have no warnings, we are going to hop off the air and continue just tracking the storms here behind the scenes here, and also go through viewer pictures, viewer videos, and post those, because that is one bad thing about being live is we don't do as many posts, so I'm going to catch up on that once we get off the air here at midnight for the next little bit, and then also work on our daily forecast that will go out at 6 a.m. in the morning that we post every day here on First Warn Tri-Cities. So again, the new radar scan just coming around. Most of this looks like heavy rain. The wind threat is coming down, it looks like, with this. But again, some heavy rain, lightning, still some gusty winds within this. And I'm just going to do a storm track on this whole thing. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because how fast I'm going to need to track these actually real quick. We just got a new thunderstorm alert. They are still warning the potential of 30 to 50 mile an hour winds. This is for central Washington, Tennessee, southeast Greene, Unicoi County now, and southern Carter County through 12:30. At 11:55, Doppler radar tracking a strong thunderstorm near Tusculum or Greenville, moving southeast at 25 miles an hour. I'm going to track this at about 35 because that part is moving at 25, and it's moving really slower. But the northern part is not moving that slow. I'm going to track it at 30. There we go. 31 will work. Embryville, 11:57. Unicoi, 11:58. Irwin, around 12:01. Butler, 12:04. Elk Park, 12:17. Bakersville, 12:22. Burnsville, 12:23. Newland, 12:27. Crossnore, 12:31. Linville, 12:33. Boone, 12:42. Bowling Rock at 12:48. So, yes, the Washington County alert, that is one of these blue boxes. That's this special, so I don't try accidentally drawing a track. Exit that out. That is one of these special weather statements. That's for Jonesboro, Pinecrest, Telford, Limestone, Embryville, to Bumpus Cove, and then into Unicoi County and southern Carter County. So it does include eastern Greene County. We have a lot of these right now. From Camp Creek, Greenville, north. So we'll watch that again, but those are this for 30 to 50 mile an hour winds. As we start to wrap up, I do want to remind you, we do have that flood watch through 8 a.m. A few additional scattered showers or thunderstorms possible overnight. None of those would be severe if we see them. But the main threat would be this heavy rain, lightning, potential of flooding. Some minor flooding between Greenville and Limestone possible. 1 to 2 inches of rain in the past hour there. We still have this strong line of storms pushing through, but it is slowly weakening and now is below severe limits. 30 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts still possible ahead of this, and as this pushes across the mountains into North Carolina, should continue to gradually weaken. We will continue to watch this. If we get another severe thunderstorm warning, we will obviously be back on. I do not expect to get another severe thunderstorm warning because I do see a weakening trend on these storms. But again, still some strong storms pushing into Irwin, the eastern northeast part of Greene County, or kind of the eastern side of Greene County. They're from Greenville, Tusculum, over the eastern side near the Unicoi County line, Unicoi and Washington County line. Irwin, Unicoi, Sam's Gap area is going to get some of these. Hampton, Deauville, Butler, ending up near Roan Mountain, and then eventually into Boone, Newland, Bakersville, Burnsville, into our North Carolina counties. That is where the threat does continue for some strong 30 to 50 mile an hour winds. Also gusts within this here, lightning, a lot of thunder and lightning, and some rain here. So that is what we're watching closely. Again, should we get any more warnings, we'll let you know. We're going to go through some viewer pictures and videos we've got. We're going to go through and look at any power outages. We're going to go through and just do all that. Do some housekeeping behind the scenes. We'll monitor the storms to make a couple posts about them as needed. But again, the severe weather threat diminishing here and these storms out of our viewing area, even out of our North Carolina counties by around 1 o'clock. So personally here from me, I just want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for trusting me for your severe weather coverage. I greatly appreciate it. I take that responsibility very seriously, and we have another storm chance tomorrow. Severe threat looks lower, but we will obviously watch it, and should we have severe weather tomorrow, we'll be right here. But again, we're watching this closely. We'll have our daily forecast posted at 6 a.m. and we'll continue to post some radar updates over the next hour or so on our timeline behind the scenes, and also post some fewer photos and videos from you. And when it is safe to do so, you can always send us your storm reports, your photos, your videos to our messenger, comment nil on any of our posts. But thank you for watching us, and thanks for trusting First Warn Tri-Cities for your live severe weather coverage. I'm First Warn Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle. Sleep well and have a good night.